Good morning, everybody. I have another sunrise challenge to complete. I've been thinking about this most of the night, which is really odd, but I just kept waking up thinking, okay, how am I going to get here? What will the ground be like? It's been raining for days on end. It'll probably be really rough underfoot, but I just wanted to do it. And you know, if you want to do something, just go for it. Don't make excuses. And yeah, I'll just tackle it as best I can. No expectation that I need to. Sorry, as I say that, I'm trying to get past all these puddles. It's probably more appropriate that I share this on the way back when you can actually see something, but I'm just crossing over a small bridge here, and just down there's a local river. It actually burst its weir. The weir burst, and there's a video. Don't know if I can grab it, probably not, but a lady was on it and she was filming a dog, and suddenly the bridge just goes down, and she ran and got off the bridge in time. But yeah, this river is now very, very fast moving, and it's really certainly up to the edge of the riverbank, which I've never seen before. And that bridge, according to my parents, has been there as long as they can remember, so it's a pretty big deal around here. It also means that I'm going to have to run a slightly longer route to get to where I need to get to. I'll try and show you on the way back the damage that's been caused. Alright, we are about 4k in, just entering the woods section now. Recently I spoke to the race organiser of the Spooky Sprint race, and he actually ran last year the marathon of the Fox. So on the day that I run the ultra, there's also a half and a full marathon, and we were just talking briefly, very briefly, about training. He said that he did all of his training in here, up and down the hills, different terrain, and he said it was still pretty tough. So I think I'm probably yet to encounter the serious elevation part of the course. I think that's coming up as link 2 into link 3. I think that's where things get a little bit more dicey, which I will go and explore, but I just thought today I want to try and get in my back-to-back run. So it's going to be a run today of whatever distance, doesn't matter, then a run tomorrow of an hour with my new shoes I'll talk about at the end of this video. Right, let's get climbing. The sun is starting to come up. You can see behind me that black is turned into a nice blue hue, and you can see over there on that ridge, that would be, if I ran along there, I can run up the other side to where I'm going. It's basically sand based, so the reason why I didn't do that is because that's about 10k to get round to the reverse of where I'm going. This is, as you can hear from my previous video, about 4 or 5k to get here, put a couple of k to the top and back down, which I think is a manageable distance. Don't want to try and overshoot the mark today and get a bit too carried away. So let's continue. Hopefully this head torch will go off soon, and just check out the surroundings. Hopefully you can see that. Ah, look at this. Trying to plant your feet, it's like buying a lottery ticket. It's either going to be firm or it's going to be soft, and your foot is going to go all the way in. But we're slowly making headway towards the destination. Just taking my time now. Today is all about time on feet, it's not about speed. Oh, phew, there we go. Opens up a little bit now. That was about 2 minutes of tentative walking. What's going on here? Look at this. Get your swimming trunks on, people. So what made that more fun was the fact that this wiring here is both barbed, and I believe I saw a sign say it was electric, so that's nice, isn't it? Just in case I was to stumble, it's a nice little shock. Here we go, look. Oh, cheers. Well, thanks for putting that massive puddle there. So That was like trying to navigate some Spartan course. But again, we're back on track. Just got to make sure I go past that again. On to Sam. Just took a detour into the woods, simply to get past somewhere that was going to cause me a lot of hassle. I've already soaked my right foot, just slipped, and in I went. This is the steepest climb here. The main goal is to keep moving fast feet without stopping, from bottom to top. I'm sure compared to these mountain guys, this is nothing, but it's a nice test for me. At about 8k in, just get the legs fired up, and the reward is waiting for me at the top. Fast legs, fast feet, go, go, go. Oh, that never gets easier. But we're here. Sunrise, 7:20. I think I'm more or less dead on time, but I think the sun's beating me today. This is a church behind me on the hill, and last time I was here I heard a man who must have been 80 talking to somebody else about the fact that he has come up here every Sunday for as long as he could remember. I just thought, at that age as well, his fitness must be just fantastic. And just when I thought that story was pretty incredible on its own, he then says, oh yeah, and I also bike up it. And on that day he had his bike with him. It's nuts. And it wasn't like one of those flash mountain bikes. We're talking old school. Probably had it for 30-40 years. I've had a few people ask me actually, that scene at the very start of all your videos where you put together a little montage clips, what's the deal with you swinging on a rope? Here it is. And I filmed it from over there, I think, on that log. It was quite a funny day actually, quite a funny day. Morning. So this route just down here is where I could have come up. The route just going off into the distance, which I've run a couple of times, and I think the videos are on my channel. I'll have to try and find a link to them at the end of this video. But straight down there onto this sandy surface, which, as you can see here, it's pretty wet, but probably easier to run on than some of the surfaces I've been tackling the way up. And yeah, it's a leg burner, it really is. And it's somewhere that, as I mentioned before, you've got somebody who's training solely in this environment for a marathon. I could see where it could come in, because you do 10k up and down the hills, around the woods, your legs are being tested, you get little opportunities to kind of break and rest, and then back to the test again. And that's what it was like for me. I was running the parts I could run, I was walking the bits I needed to walk, and then when I got to the hill I just was trying to employ that new technique, and I'm still learning, so I've got no doubt that it's probably mostly wrong, but I'm getting there. So now it's time to head back home. This was so rewarding. Really worth getting up nice and early for. And you can see there's a bit of a misty day in the background, so the sun's not quite peeking through yet, but it is bright. Let's descend. I've just been letting my watch run, by the way, because, like I said, it's about time on feet. It's about getting used to the starting, the stopping, just enjoying the experience instead of trying to run from point A to point B, which is where I think this ultra will be even more enjoyable for me than the marathon, because marathon is kind of just basically strap in, hold on for the ride. I think ultras for me is just going to be a nice experience in terms of moving through the environment, just taking my time, looking around, more or less just a fast walk. And yeah, even this training block is just going to be so much more rewarding than feeling like I'm just constantly pounding the tarmac and not seeing anything new. And granted, knowing what I know now, I could definitely have got out and done some of these really nice trails that I've explored in recent weeks, but I was just in the mindset of this road marathon, point A, point B, go as quickly as you can for as long as you can, thank you very much, collect the medal. Whereas this is going to be a challenge and a half, and one that I'm just going to completely absorb myself in and hopefully get a really good time and something that is in line with the training that I'm going to be doing, and the experience can be looked back upon as something that I'm really, really proud about. That's muddy. Oh. Okay, this is where I need to now cross up into the forest to avoid the mud. Go, go, go. Well, at least I can see now. Earlier on I didn't have a clue where I was going. Let's stay over here. Whoa. The burst weir that I mentioned earlier, you can see from the river behind me just how low it is. It's just incredible, totally incredible to see, but that gives you an idea of the amount of rain that we've had. And I know that around the world there's been flooding and snow and conditions that have come earlier than expected, and it's all over the place, isn't it, at the moment? Things are all over the place around the world with weather. It's just nuts. Can't get any closer to show you, unfortunately, but it gives you an idea of where the river was, where it is now, and that water has to go somewhere. 14 kilometres done. I'll pick it up tomorrow and see about this easy. Aerobically I feel absolutely fine, feet fine, legs took a bit of a pounding there, possibly a little bit too much too soon, but you know, you live and you learn, and you don't know till you're out there. But especially on the descents, knees a little bit fatigued there. It's clear that I need to put some more strength work in. I'm not talking about absolute agony pain or anything like that, but just an awareness that I wasn't able just kind of to float down as I used to, funnily enough. But you know, it's okay, it's alright, it's fine. If I can't do the easy run tomorrow, you know, for an hour, that's okay. If I can just get out for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, just to start to build up a little bit of distance. But like I say, could have kept on the flat today, decided to go for some elevation. May not have worked exactly how I intended, but it's alright, it's all good. Anyway, time to enjoy the rest of the day now. Catch you soon.